things that you might not know. All borrowers must provide a copy of their Social Security identification cards. Non-traditional credit is no longer available. Yo hablo español también y tengo la mayoría de mis clientes hablan español. I speak a little bit of Spanish too. About 25% of my business is Spanish speaking. And we did have something called non-traditional credit where we weren't getting any credit scores. And that's kind of gone by the wayside as well. We have to have a credit score and some credit established in order to get financing. And FHA will not finance a home that was purchased in the last 90 days. This is an important because I'm working on this right now. If you have an investor or if you're looking for a buyer who has a traditional sale, let's say that somebody came in, fixed up the house, and they're trying to flip it, you actually cannot have a residential purchase agreement executed and dated within 90 days of when the transfer of title was. So let's say that you got a seller who bought the house on March 1st, and you have to wait till June 2nd to execute that contract. Nothing can be ordered.
And then would they lease the property?
Awesome question. If you lease the property back from the owner, the clients have to live in the property for 6 months. This would affect interest rates, could affect how the seller wants to proceed. I had a buyer who decided to go through closeyourownloan.com. Closeyourownloan.com, the broker out of Florida, basically a call center, and for some reason, the client couldn't get a hold of the guy and he couldn't get any answers. Don't know why. Oh, your loan's in underwriting, you know. By the way, all of our loans can be funded in 30 days or less because of the platform we're on. So if you have a deal that's being quoted 45, 60 days to get completed, we can take care of it locally. HVCC, by the way, if you guys have heard of anything regarding appraisal requirements changing, listen to my archived radio show from this last Sunday at knewsradio.com. That's knewsradio.com. Jason and I, that's Jason Baker with CTC Financial, by the way. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Jason's.
I'm the camera guy.
Jason's a loan mod guy, and he and I have our own radio show on Sunday mornings on K News Radio, AM 970 and 1140 and 1250. So what I actually talked about this last week was home valuation code of conduct, and you can download the archive online. There's a lot of new rules coming out about appraisal requirements, so if you guys want to check that out, take a look. Take a listen. Yeah.
Real quick, you use local appraisers or do you hire somebody from San Francisco?
We use local appraisals. We have about 6 appraisers that we use, and that's actually one of the reasons why you want to use somebody local, because A, we have the relationships. We have over 17 years of experience with these people, and combined they have over about 70 years of experience in the Valley. So we don't want to use any outside lenders so that we can keep everything local. Fannie and Freddie still limit the amount of properties financed that you can have. They actually opened that up on their side to 10 properties. How many of you heard that you could go up to 10 properties if you're an investor and you can still get 10 properties and 10 loans? Okay, the banks have not actually authorized that. Yeah, Mark has. We had fun with that, didn't we? The banks actually have not authorized that because they're scared that Fannie and Freddie are going to change their guidelines and then they're not going to be able to buy the loans. Does that make sense? Okay, so the banks don't want to underwrite those loans and then not have a place to sell them. Okay. When you're buying a primary residence, it doesn't matter how many properties or loans you have. So I've got a guy who's got 6 loans and 6 properties. He's buying a new primary residence. It makes sense. He's moving up in value, whatnot. He's buying a primary residence, and he's going to be able to get that property. And the number of properties that he owns isn't going to be an issue. How many of you have heard the term buy and bail, except about an hour ago from me? Buy and bail. It's one of the things that's going on right now where if you have somebody who owns a home right now, let's say they own a home over here, they're upside down in it, you know, the equity's gone, they did 100% financing 3 years ago. They want to buy another home, they say they're going to rent this one out, and they're going to live in this one. Well, one of the things that we could do last September was actually get a rental agreement and give them credit for the rental income on this property. But that doesn't happen anymore. You actually have to have 25% equity, which is done by an appraisal on this property to verify the equity to qualify. Otherwise, you have to count that other mortgage payment against them. Okay? One of the ways around that is to get a non-occupant co-borrower. So a little creative financing that way. You can actually offset the income by using a non-occupant co-borrower, go FHA, and use that. If you want to refinance your home, make sure that it's been off the market for at least 6 months. That's just for a rate and term refinance. Also learn that. It used to be 1 month, it used to be 2 months for cash out. Now it's 12 months if you want to get cash out. Property has to be off the market for 12 months if you want to do a cash out refinance, or 6 months for a rate and term. Never put in the purchase contract a credit for repairs to be done after closing. Only closing cost credits can be used on contracts. Same kind of thing goes when you're selling a property with furnishings. You want to make sure that you don't put any value on that. Otherwise, the appraiser has to take out. If you have somebody who's over 62 and they're thinking about paying cash, we might be able to have them leverage the money by keeping the money in the bank and not having a mortgage payment. Okay, so I have 2 gift cards for Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, and I want to pass those out. Oh, I was supposed to tell you guys also, as kind of a plug for them, $5 drinks till 7 during the week. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, okay. $5 drinks till 7, Monday through Friday, and they have an amazing appetizer menu. So the gift cards were actually donated, so I had to do that. We have free drinks right after this. Free drinks? All right, so the first one. Thanks, buddy.
Not mine, not mine.
Wayne Prescott, right here. $50 gift card. And who really wants to win?
I do.
Melissa Guerrero. All right, from Keller Williams. Thank you very much for all I've got today. I appreciate you guys coming, and I'll open this up for questions now.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Does the USDA program have anything that's standard?
Yeah, same kind of standards for health and safety requirements. There can't be any exposed electrical, flooring, you know, the basic. If you see it and you think it might be a concern, you know,
The reason I'm curious about it was a situation they put on the contract that they changed for USDA.
property requirements are about the same. And the fear that a listing agent might have.
And the buyer can offer like 10% higher.
Yeah, you can increase your purchase price. Closing costs, but make sure that everything is great.
So
Yeah, I know, I see that all the time, and especially now because properties are getting bid up. As long as it's possible, great.
Bank response to buyer bill.